It is a nightmare for many men. A child they believed was theirs was actually fathered by someone else. It's often a case of paternity fraud. We found one man who's being threatened with jail if he doesn't continue paying child support for a child who is not biologically his. Channel 2's Tom Regan is here with what he's uncovered. Tom?
Well, Javita, experts say paternity fraud is rampant. 1 out of every 3 men who take a paternity test find out that they're not the father. And one of those men told me it is ruining his life.
It's hard enough for unemployed mason worker Larry Durden to support his new family, but he says his ex-wife is financially breaking his back.
She's expecting you to continue paying child support for a son that is not yours.
Yes, sir.
For 10.5 years, Larry assumed the boy was his son.
I mean, he looked like me, or I thought he looked like me.
But a few months ago, he started having doubts, a gnawing sense of betrayal. He contacted a DNA testing lab and in December summoned the courage to take a paternity test and face the truth.
This is a DNA test I got December the 5th. It says 0%. He's not mine. So, you know, that hurt. It grabbed me. When you find out it ain't your kid, it hurts because, you know, you still love him. But you don't want to pay child support for your kid, for a kid that ain't yours, when you got a family of your own to take care of.
Despite genetic evidence that he didn't father the boy, the state is forcing him to continue paying $500 a month in child support, and he's far from alone.
They say 25 to 30% of all men that get tested find out that they're not the father. That's a high number, and that's married, non-married, divorced. So it's going on a lot.
Family lawyer Randy Kessler tells me he often deals with men who spend years raising a child in the false belief that it's their own.
If a woman has an affair, the last thing she wants to do when the child's being born is say, by the way, that baby you're holding in your arms may not be yours.
Kessler represented this man, Carnell Smith, who became one of the leaders in the war on paternity fraud. His battle began with a call from an ex-girlfriend who said he was the father of her baby girl.
I believed the child was mine. She said the child was mine. And it took me 11 years to find out that that was absolutely not the truth.
Smith challenged the child support decree and personally took the case all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. The High Court refused to hear it, but his well-publicized crusade led Georgia to reshape its paternity law. Ex-husbands and out-of-wedlock fathers can petition to end child support through DNA evidence.
This law makes it a little bit easier to, quote, get off the hook for the obligation, but you still have to do it right.
A judge will hear Larry Durden's case in June. He hopes to get more sympathy in court than what he's received from county authorities. They threaten to throw him in jail if he doesn't pay them over $1,000 in back child support for a child that isn't his own.
I'm falling behind on my bills because I got to pay for a kid that ain't mine. It's been crazy.
There's one catch to challenging a child support order. You have to do it within 90 days of learning through DNA testing that you are not the father to get the mandatory relief. If you miss that deadline, you're at the mercy of the court. We tried without success to speak with the attorney of the mother in this case, but according to court records we got hold of, she has not yet responded to this motion to have the support order set aside. For more information on how to fight paternity fraud, just go to our website, WSBTV.com. John?
Tom, thank you.